Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be taking a look at another brand new product from CarPro. That's their DQuartz Go. So this is a 2024 product. It was announced at SEMA 2023. DQuartz Go is the consumer, prosumer, enthusiast level variation of their Pro DQuartz coating. And you're probably going to ask yourself, well, what's DQuartz? Or DQuartz is a nano-diamond, they call it nano-diamond quartz fusion coating. So they're using nano-diamond technology as part of their quartz coating. They had, CarPro, when I say they, had success with DQuartz that they finally came out with a consumer variation. Same formula, but it's just been tweaked a bit to have more ease of use for the consumer than the professional one. So you're not getting as many solids than DQuartz, but DQuartz Go is still a good option. Now there is no claim for durability on here, so I was looking at the CarPro US's site here. There's no like 2-year, 3-year, 5-year. There's nothing like that. So I know people are gonna find out. It's like, well, how long is it gonna last? Honestly, I have no idea. If I find out from Avi, then I'll post that information below. But in essence, this is a 1-layer coating, so I'm kind of happy to see that CarPro is evolving to transition over to 1-layer coatings. I'm hoping CQuartz gets that, because CQuartz, yes, you can do 1 layer, it's just the durability is not there, so they recommend 2 layers. So hopefully they can tweak that one for version 4 to its 1 layer. And SIC, very similar also. I like to see SIC increased in durability, all of them actually. CQuartz Lite's a 1-layer coating, so that's that was already there. So let's go back to DQuartz Go here. Now, one of the main premises of this coating here is it's going to increase, it tells you right here, increases paint hardness by up to 5 points. Now, I don't know how they measured that. So in essence, there's another little thing here with a little diamond type logo. It says increases surface hardness. So this is going to protect the surface from like wash-induced marring type of thing. Now, it's not going to protect it from scratches, or if you take your car through a tunnel wash, it's not going to protect it from that. So just kind of keep that in mind. I'm trying to see what in here. It says low water spotting, salt resistant, highly hydrophobic, resistant to pH of 2 to 14. The price for this in the US here from CarPro US, it's $110 for 50 milliliters of product. Now, when I was talking to Avi about this, because I know people are going to ask about layering here, if you're going to layer it, you can wait an hour and to apply a second layer over itself, or you can use gliss. I think gliss, you just have to maintain the 4-hour window, or you can top it off with SIC after an hour. So again, you can top it with that. I know some professionals are doing DQuartz top with like CQuartz Finest or something like that. So yes, you can top it. Yes, you can layer it. Do you need to layer it? Probably not. So we'll find out, because Avi was telling me that it has a smooth, it leaves the surface feeling smooth. There's a difference between smooth and slick, so we'll find out here. So this only comes in a 50 ml bottle, so hence the $110 cost, which is still not bad. And they give you two different styles of applicator. You get the block in here, or you get the mitt. My recommendation would be use the mitt. I think they just put this on here to protect the, oh yeah, so it's like a little transfer thing on here. So I prefer the mitt or a coating saver applicator, but for this demo, I'm going to use it with a suede block. And again, you get the instructions in here. And so here's it says DQuartz/Finest TDS. Technical details, what you need to know. It says DQuartz drops over the applicator. First time applying, 10 drops for 60 centimeter by 6 centimeter area. Once the applicator is wet, add 5 drops each time. Flash time is 5 to 7 minutes at 23 degrees C, 50% humidity. Once surface starts feeling light tack, start wiping gently. If any haze left, wipe it off after 10 minutes. So Avi had told me to wait 5 minutes to let it flash. Okay, water. So do not let water touch time, which is exposure to water. It's 12 hours. Full cure time is 48 hours. Can be accelerated for water, or I'm not sure what that means. Final cure you can do by IR lights. Full hardness and dry time is 7 days. Layering gap is 1 to 4 hours, can be accelerated by IR lights, although 1 layer is enough. Surfaces to use it on, any exterior surface besides glass. And according to this, the pH is 3 to 13, so I don't know which one is more accurate. I think these are Avi's personal notes here. And then the instructions here, just like any other coating, you're going to do your entire decon first. Shake it, wrap the block, apply in a crosshatch pattern, wait 3 to 5 minutes. He told me wait 5 minutes. Switch out your suede every 2 panels. So if you wish to layer after an hour, and keep out of the elements for 48 hours. So again, you just want to let it sit. What did it say on here? 12 hours before it touches water. So there you go. So let's get right to it here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prep a panel here, and I know because people are going to ask, can I use Essence still as a polish? And the answer is yes. And so I'm going to polish a sail panel, my sail panel right now, and I'm going to show you that as we speak. And I have an eraser here. Again, if you live in California, you can no longer get eraser because of VOC compliance issues here. So kind of keep that in mind. So before I use this, I'm going to bring it over here because I'm going to start prepping the surface here. And we're going to show you the entire demonstration process here. I've actually done half the other sail panel. I did the other side there. So we're just going to apply a couple drops of essence here. So I'm only going to apply DQuartz Go on this part here. The reason I'm putting it here is because this part of my car on the Camaro is soft paint, so it's really susceptible to marring, even washing it. So let me just spread out the product here. So if you saw me going around really fast on the outer edges, because sometimes when you're working with Essence, I haven't used Essence in so long, and really I don't have much left. When you're using Essence, sometimes it has a tendency on the edges to not get worked and broken down, and so it's a little harder to wipe off. And so that's why I went around the edge a lot faster, to kind of just reactivate it, and then makes my wipe off a lot easier on here. So this will be pretty quick to knock out this panel. I'm going to switch this way. Is my battery dead? Nope. Okay, so I'm only doing about 4 section passes. I'm gonna put this down over here. Like I said, just go around the edges really fast with Essence, and it's really easy to wipe off. I'm polishing this section because I have a previous coating on here, and people are going to ask, well, does Essence have a nice enough cut for that? And the answer is yes, because I'm using it with a polishing pad. So I got abrasives in the product, and of course the mechanical abrasion of the pad. So plenty to remove a coating. One of the things about Essence, it's super easy to wipe off. I mean, it's just a breeze, and it just looks really good. If you're doing like a two-step, because Essence doesn't have super amount of cut. It's still a finishing polish. It's a primer polish. But that's pretty much it for it, man. I don't know why I'm starting getting allergies earlier. So that's it for that. And so when you're using Essence, and people tend to freak out when this is recommended, it's still recommended to use a panel wipe after this. The reason for that is this has some sort of lubricating oil. It's not necessarily polishing oils. And you want to make sure that you don't have anything that's going to hinder the bonding of the coating to that surface. So I still recommend doing a panel wipe. Even the folks over at CarPro recommend doing a panel wipe with it. I know it kind of defeats the purpose. By the time you go around the vehicle, so say I was polishing my entire Camaro here, and if I started here and say it took me like 3 hours or whatever amount of time it took me to polish the car, by the time I get back to where I started, the silica in Essence has already started to set up. And so a panel wipe is not going to remove it. Even me polishing this section and about to panel wipe it right now, it's not going to remove the silica left behind, because the heat of the pad and the machine is kind of helping that cure. So I'm going to just go ahead and use some eraser. And I'm going to just kind of drench my pad here, or my towel. And again, I'm just doing a light panel wipe. I'm not scrubbing or anything like that. Just real light, just to remove it. Flip the towel. And we're set. I'm actually going the other side too while I'm at it, to wipe this side down. Like I know people think it's too much of a headache if you have to panel wipe Essence. Again, it's not leaving a lot of oils behind. I'm just trying to remove some of those lubricating oils that are in there. Okay, so I'm done polishing that, or panel wiping that. We're going to swap to our coating towels up here, put those towels on the bottom. Okay, so now let's get to the application of DQuartz. Let's go ahead and shake this up. I'm eventually going to have to replace this because it has that bubbling problem that's common on 98 to 2002s. It's kind of a pain to replace this. Okay, so I'm just shaking the coating here. Don't worry about the thing here, because it's 11/23/30 or 11/30/23. That's probably when the product was poured out. Okay, I'm going to pull it away from my face, because this came from Korea and it was probably pressurized. Okay. So the way I'm going to prime this is I'm going to go pretty heavy on this. Just to kind of get even saturation. And of course, the first time you prime on your applicator, you're going to be using quite a bit of product. So let's just go ahead and apply it. I actually have enough to do this entire thing. So if you want to do crosshatch, it's perfectly fine. If you want to do circles, like so, again, perfectly fine. I'm just showing you different ways to apply the coating here. Actually, I'm going to go down this entire path here because I have plenty of product in here. And I have even coverage here, so I'm going to just stop there. Can I just inspect here? I'm going to set a timer on my phone. Okay, clock. We're going to set this for 5 minutes. I'm going to go on the other side. I'm going to coat that side. And by the time this side sets up, that's more than enough. And I spilled coating on my coating caddy. So I can see where I left off because it's pretty wet. Again, I'm just going to go ahead and draw a line here, box out my area to work with here. And again, you can do cross hatching as I showed, or you can do circles. Completely up to you, whatever is more comfortable. I've been playing with both methods of coating application, and honestly, I go back and forth when I'm applying a coating. Actually, let me get this edge piece. I can get this on the other side. Okay, so I'll set a secondary timer for 5 minutes. So let me put this down here for a minute. Where's my phone? My pocket. Okay, so we're going to set up another timer, 5 minutes for the other side. I'm letting that set up. I'm going to clean my coating caddy real fast. So what am I noticing with the flash on here? I see, and it's really hard to catch it. Let me see if I can get it on camera here. I think you can actually see the rainbow. I think, yeah, there you go. The camera's picking up the rainbow. So it is going to rainbow, and it is going to do a little slight hazing effect. I can actually see that rainbow. It's pretty prevalent here. Let me adjust the camera here again on my head. So it is pretty prevalent here. I can actually see the rainbow pretty well. So this coating is a rainbow type coating. Just the camera before it falls off my head. And again, we're going to let this set up for about 5 minutes. And then when it comes to towels, just get some. You can use Costco towels. I've had success wiping coatings off with Costco towels. People tend to say that they scratch. Again, the ones I've used lately are pretty good. Sometimes I use the Rag Company Edgeless 300s. I use the Rag Company Pearl towels. I've used those before. This is a CarPro two-phase light towel, which I don't think they make anymore. Avi sent me a big, large package at one point when they first came out, so I don't think they sell these anymore. This is like a low nap 300 GSM style. And then they have their two-phase towels, which are really nice. These are super nice towels. A little bit more plush. I want to say like 350, 360, somewhere in that range if I remember correctly. Real nice towels to work with here. So that's what I'm going to use here. I'm going to do my initial wipe with the gray one, which is the low nap one, and then I'm going to follow up with the orange one. And obviously I had to wipe gently when it comes to removing DQuartz here. So okay, so we got, how many timers do we have? So I got a minute left here for the first side. And like I said, Avi kind of told me to wait. Well, it's actually pretty interesting because it's doing the sweating effect right here. So it's doing a little bit of both, mostly rainbowing. But it does have a little bit of beading here on there. So quite interesting here. Yeah, that rainbow's pretty prevalent here. Now I haven't decided if I'm going to put DQuartz on my entire car, or if I'm just going to use it on my brother's bike. I haven't decided, or if I'm going to use another coating on here. I haven't really decided what I want to do in terms of using this, but for now I'm going to put it on here just to demo. Again, this is soft paint. I'm probably going to put it, I may try it here as well because this top of the spoiler is soft for some reason. It tends to mar pretty easy, but I also have another self-healing type coating that I may try on that spoiler, and then the rest of the car will be either DQuartz or something. Like I said, I don't know, I haven't decided. All right, I got my Dragon Ball Z timer theme there. And so this thing is going to be a little tacky, so if I wipe it, it looks like I'm not pushing coating around. I could probably let this sit another minute or so, and it'd still be fine. So I'm going to grab this edge first, because I want to pick up the edges to not spread product around. Okay, and like I said, Avi said to wipe gently. Okay, so that's the first towel. Come on, the second towel. And we're done. So very easy wipe off from the coating here. Yeah, feels good. It doesn't feel super slick. Let me flip this towel. Yeah, it doesn't feel super slick. It is slicker than UK. Kind of just going over with the towel and kind of just feeling it. Not as slick as SIC. I think my other timer is about to go off. I got 14 seconds. I'm gonna let that set up a little bit longer over there. Kind of push the limit here. So let's see, I'm gonna let this 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay. And the reason I do that is because I wanted to kind of go over. I don't even have to bring my right scan grip, but again, you want to inspect your edges here. I don't know what this funky business is here. So I didn't wipe it down enough. So again, you want to have lighting down here. Okay, cool. So yeah, the good thing I had that scan grip, because there was some extra stuff on there and it looked like a haze. Okay, so we're gonna come over here. And again, I could just push it. I'm not pushing coating around. I'm gonna grab my edges first. Grab my secondary towel here, and I'll just come back and wipe off. Larger than what I worked, because I probably pushed coating around. That's why I grab my edges first, so I don't push all that coating around to the edge. So okay, so let me just take a quick little gander here of the, where's my light? I didn't want to drop my phone. So all I'm looking for here is if I left any product behind. Okay, so that looks pretty darn good, man. Okay. Okay, so I have a little something here. So I couldn't see it under the garage lights. I'll come back and boom, it's gone. So that's it for the coating. Again, it's not super slick. I will agree with Avi that it is smooth. It's just not a real slick coating. So I know people are going to ask, what can I use as a topper? And that's why I was mentioning, if you want to use SIC, you can. Just kind of wipe off, just in case I got any extra coating over here. That's what people are going to ask, if I can use SIC. Can I use gliss? The answer is yes. And so it's really that simple to work with a DQuartz Go. I like the ease of use of it though, that's for sure. I like the long flash time of up to 5 minutes with the coating here. Very user friendly, meaning because I have such a long flash time, I could cut multiple panels, and I think this is actually easier to use than SIC, because SIC, if you don't get that window right, then it's a little harder to wipe off. You have to come back and reactivate it and then wipe it off. UK 3.0 also has a real nice working time, at least for me. We're rainbow, and I can let it set up for a while. But that one's more of a panel by panel coating, where this is I could do multiple panels here. Like I could coat this entire door and probably that front fender or this rear fender, and then I could come back and wipe off the door, and then come back over here. So I can work multiple panels with DQuartz Go. So first initial impressions with DQuartz Go is really nice. I will come back out here. I will let this set up for about I think 24 hours, and then I'll just get it wet with the spray bottle just to show you the hydrophobics of the coating. So stay tuned for that. That'll be at the end of the video, and then that way you guys can get a full representation of DQuartz Go. And I think this is going to be a hit for CarPro, especially those who have softer paint and they want to have a coating that imparts or increases the marring resistance. I think this is going to be a go, because a winner, because I've seen videos with regular DQuartz and it's performing really solid with scratches and stuff. So so far ease of use is there. Again, I'm just going to use it here for now, and then I'll decide. I still have some time to decide if I want to continue doing it on the entire vehicle here, or if I want to do a different coating here. So again, thanks for watching. If you have any comments or questions, go ahead and post down below, and again, stay tuned for the hydrophobics of the coating. Alright everyone, so a quick little update here on the DQuartz Go. So that's what's on the surface here. Again, I just did the black sail panel in the previous video, so it doesn't feel super slick, it just feels smooth. Again, I felt slicker coatings, actually even smoother coatings, but it looks really good, really glossy. One thing I will mention is on the applicator. So it did harden up a little bit, nothing too crazy. So it is going to harden up on the applicator. What I'm going to do right now is just test the water behavior. So I have some water in the Marlix pump sprayer. We'll just take a look at it. So let's see how this looks. So that's what the beading looks like. You can see it's really hydrophobic. I mean, so that looks really good on there. Kind of just bring you in a different angle here to look at the water beads. Nice and tight water beads. So far the hydrophobics look really good. One thing I'm going to try right now is I'm going to try the glass phobic again on here. Let's check it out again. Let's see if it got any better after a day or two. So again, it's not great, but it does something. Again, over a coating, it looks a little better, but again, I probably wouldn't rely on this as my sole form of protection for the glass phobic. I'd use it over a maintenance topper for a glass coating. But man, this DQuartz looks really good. You saw how hydrophobic that was. I'll show it to you one more time, just so you guys can get it. That's super hydrophobic on the surface here. So that's DQuartz Go. If you guys have any comments or questions on this coating, again, I haven't decided if I'm going to put it on the car here, although that does look really impressive and it's really tempting me to put it on there. I think it looks really good. Again, you want to give it 12 hours before it gets wet. They say the full cure is like 48, I think 48 hours for a full cure. So again, just give it 24 hours before you got into water. The other thing is you want to top it. Let me see if I have it. If you want to let it go a little sooner, just wait 4 hours. You can put release on top of it, and it'll protect it from water spotting if you don't want to wait the 48 hours. So again, that's DQuartz Go. If you guys have any comments or questions, go ahead and post down below. One other thing, maintenance. CarPro recommends you can use any of their products, Elixir, Reload, Echo, but what I saw on CarPro US, they just say use Echo every so often, every 3 to 6 months use Reload. So that's the maintenance that they mention on the website. Again, you can use Elixir if you like, if you don't like Reload. So again, if you just post down below. I'm really curious to hear your thoughts on DQuartz Go. I think this is going to be a winner for CarPro. All right, thanks for watching.